Hello everyone, myself Miss Anjali from Arihant English Medium School welcomes you for online teaching session. Today I'll be teaching lesson number 1.3 of standard 6th. So the name of the lesson is Autobiography of a Great Indian Bustard. What is meant by autobiography, children? So autobiography means an account of a person's life written by that person. So, as you all know, in the previous class you have learned about Helen Keller. So, who has written that? Helen Keller herself has written the book. On whom she has written? On her own life. So, the same way here, there is the autobiography of the Indian bustard. So, let's look at the lesson, the first paragraph. In the first paragraph, the Indian bustard describes or tells us about its whole body. It tells us about itself, means its body, how it is. So, it asks us the question. It asks us the question. Let's see what is the question. Which is the heaviest flying bird in India? Here, the Indian bustard. You can see in this picture. It is called as the Indian bustard. It asks us the question, which is the heaviest flying bird in India? Well, friends, it's me, the great Indian bustard. I feel proud to be known as the great Indian bustard. I have more than 30 different names in various Indian languages. In Marathi, I am known as Maldok or Home. I can weigh up to 18 kilos and I can stand up to 4 feet in height, reaching up to your shoulders or even higher. I have got a long white neck, brown wings, tall yellow legs, and a black cap on my head. My wife, Mrs. Bustard, is smaller and slimmer than I am, and her neck is not white, but I have heard humans say that we both look impressive. Here, Indian bustard is telling us that I am the heaviest flying bird in India. I am the only bird which weighs 18 kilos and I can fly. And it feels very proud. Why it feels very proud, children? Because its name starts with the Great Indian. Why? Because its name starts with the Great Indian than its name Bustard. In Marathi, it is called as the bird bustard is known as Maldok or Whom. But it has 30 different names in various Indian languages. There are many languages in our India. So, among that, how many different names are there for Indian bustard? Total, there are 30 different names. And in Marathi, it is called as Maldok or Hum. And its weight is 18 kilos. Its weight is 18 kilos and its height is 4 feet. Its height is 4 feet and even it can be even higher than the human shoulder. So, here it tells that my height will reach to the human shoulder or even sometimes even higher than the human shoulder. It has a long white neck. You can see in the picture. It has a, just a minute children, I'll show you the picture of, this is the picture of Indian bustard. So you can see here the long white neck. It tells that I have a long white neck. You can see the wings brown in color. You can see the wings brown in color. It has a cap on his head. Actually, that cap is known as the feathers. They are the feathers on his head. It tells us that I have a cap on my head. And here it tells that I have a tall yellow legs. It has a white neck, long white neck, brown wings, tall yellow legs, and a black cap on his head. It is describing about its external body, how it is. And he has a wife, so it is Mrs. Wife. It is Mrs. Wife. How is Mrs. Wife now? Sorry, I'm so sorry. It is Mrs. Bustard. Now, how is Mrs. Bustard? Mrs. Bustard is smaller and slimmer than Mr. Bustard. Okay, she is very smaller and she is too slim than Mr. Bustard. And Mrs. Bustard do not have white neck. Mrs. Bustard do not have white neck, but they both have heard that it looks very impressive for humans. Human says that they look both very impressive. Look at the next paragraph. In the next paragraph, the Indian bustard is telling about where it lives, who are the friends of Indian bustard, and what are his favorite food items. So, the Indian bustard, that is, I live on grasslands and deserts along with my friends including chinkara, blackbuck, and larks. So it tells first where it lives. It lives on the grassland and desert. With whom it lives, children? It lives with the chinkara, blackbuck, and lark. So I'll show you the picture of chinkara, blackbuck, and larks. This is the picture of chinkara. See, children, how it has two horns on the forehead. Can you see these two horns? It is named as the chinkara. Next one is blackbuck. See, it has a twisted horns. It's in which color? It is black in color. So its name is blackbuck. And the last one is the lark. Can you see this bird? Lark. So with the lark, blackbuck, and chinkara, the Indian bustard lives. They are the friends. They are the friends of Indian bustard. I eat. Now it tells about his eating habit, means what all it eats. It eats snakes, lizards, small fruits and berries and all sorts of insects. It tells now what all things he will eat. Here it includes snakes, lizards, small fruits and berries and all sorts of insects, means all types of insects. And it tells us that eating this will make my health very good, means that's the very healthy habit. It is the healthy habit if he will eat this all types of food. But which is the most favorite food item of Indian bustard? Grasshoppers and beetles are my favorite food items, means Indian bustard tells that grasshopper and beetles are the favorite food of his. Look at the third paragraph, children. What it does when it starts raining. Now, when it starts raining, we all gather at our favorite grasslands where there are no people to disturb us. So, when it starts raining, they all come together, they all gather at one place. Where they gather? They gather on the grassland where there are no people. Why? If people will be there, again they will disturb the Indian bustard. So they don't want any disturbance. They don't want any disturbance during the dance. They want to enjoy the rain. Everyone wants to enjoy the rain and have fun in the rain. So that's why here Indian Buster tells. What it tells? That we gather at the grassland where there are no people to disturb us. Now I perform a wonderful dance by gulping air in the special feathery pouch attached below my neck. So here it tells that I have a specially feathery pouch. It has a pouch. Can you see in this picture? Below the wings it is here black in color. So it has a feathery pouch to which it is attached. It is attached below the neck. Okay. What is meant by a word gulping, children? Gulping. What is meant by the word gulping? Here it's there here. Gulping. Gulping means swallow. What to swallow but swallow a drink or a food. Quickly or in large mouthful, often audibly. Means it gulps the air in the special feathery pouch. But what happens if it will gulp the air, children? This feathery pouch, help the Indian buster to produce a resonating sound. Now what is meant by resonating? Resonating. Resonating means to produce with a deep, full, reverberating sound. It produces a deep sound. And that sound is similar to which sound? That sound is similar to the sound of a cow. How cows tells hum, like that. The Indian bustard also produce the same sound. I dance in a joy with puffed out feathers and cocked up tail. Now, what it does? It dances with its puffed out feather. See, you can see here. It dances like this. Can you see here in this picture? It dances. I dance in a joy with puffed out feather and cocked up tail and drop down wings. It helps me to impress my soulmate. Who is soulmate here now, children? Soulmate is Mrs. Bustard. This dance, the dance which Mr. Bustard does, it helps Mrs. Bustard to impress. What is meant by impress? What is meant by impress or impressive? Evoking or admiration through size, quality or skill, grand, imposing or it's awesome. Okay. Let's move to the fourth paragraph. Here in the fourth paragraph, the Indian buster tells about how it gives birth to the young one. Okay. You know that we birds lay eggs and our young ones hatch out from the eggs. Mother Gib lays just one egg directly on the ground. We don't believe in building nest, but we have a special trick to protect our egg from predators. The egg looks like a stone. Monitor lizards, foxes, dogs, pigs, snakes and eagles are enemies of my egg and chick. But my wife protects the egg from all of them. By the time our young one hatches out of the egg, rains arrive. There's plenty of grass, swarming with insects, fresh food for my family. Young ones of the birds soon fly away from the nest, but the great Indian bustard mother and chick stay together for nearly 1 year. The chick learns many good habits from the mother. Now here in this paragraph, Mr. Bustard says that my wife, that is Mrs. Bustard, she lays only one egg at a time on the ground. Okay, it directly lays on the ground. And here Bustard family doesn't believe in building the nest. They do not build the nest. Now how you can see the nest of a sparrow or of a crow? You can see the nest. But here Indian Bustard doesn't believe in building nest. But how they will protect their egg now? How Mrs. Bustard protect the egg? So there is one trick. What is the trick? That the egg, it looks like a stone. It looks like a stone. In this picture you can see, children, see how it is there. It's not white in color. It's not fully white in color. Okay, it looks like a stone. How is the color of stone? Little gray, black. Okay, so like that the egg looks like a stone. So what happens if the egg will look like a stone? The enemies which are there, they will be confused that whether is it a egg or a stone. And if it does look like a stone, they will not attack, because the enemies think that it is not a egg, it is a stone. But who are those enemies now? Monitor lizards, foxes, dogs, pigs, snakes and eagles. These all are the enemies of the egg. And also when the egg hatch out, it's a, what will come when they will hatch out from the egg? Chick. Okay, even they are the enemies of that chick. But who protects from all these enemies? That is Mrs. Bustard, that wife of the Mr. Bustard. So wife protects the egg from all of them. So at the time of when it hatches out, rain arrives. So if rain will come, everywhere there will be greenery. Everywhere there will be greenery. There will be many insects. So what will happen if there are greenery around? If there is the surrounding is greenery and insects are there, it will be a fresh food for the family of the bustard. Okay, there will be the fresh food for them. They can eat plenty of grass swarming with insect. What is meant by swarming, children? SWARMING. What is meant by swarming? Swarming. Yes, WARMING. Swarming means moving in or a forming a large or a dense group. There is a large group of insect. There is a large group of insect. So what will happen if large group of insect is there? There will be enough of food to the chick and the whole family also. Here young ones of the other bird, you can see the young ones of other birds, they try to fly, and if they will fly, they will be out of their nest. They will be out of their nest and they will leave their mother. They will leave their mother. But here what happens? The young ones and the mother, they stay together for 1 year. Why they stay together for 1 year? Here the chick will learn many good habits from her mother. How to have food, or how to protect ourselves from the enemies. Mother teaches to the young ones. So the Indian bustard says that, what it tells, that my chick and my wife, they stay together for 1 year, and my wife teaches a lot of good habits to my chick. Let's move to the 5th paragraph. You may have heard about the great human friend of ours, Dr. Salim Ali. Salim Ali is a person. Can you see in this picture? He is Salim Ali. Okay. He has written many books on the birds. there are so many n numbers of birds in our India. So he has written all kinds of information, you can tell, about different birds. He had even suggested that we should be given the status of the national bird of our country. So Salim Ali has suggested, now our, what is the national bird of our India? It's, of course, it's a peacock. But Salim Ali suggested to give that honor or give that status to national bird. Here the Indian bustard tells that, but the honor went to our beautiful relative. Now, who is the relative of the Indian bustard? The peacock. The peacock got the honor of the national bird. I am happy to tell you that I am the state bird of Rajasthan. Now, Indian bustard is the state bird of Rajasthan, and there are 10 sanctuaries. Okay, there are 10 sanctuaries of Indian bustard. Why there are 10 sanctuaries of Indian bustard? For the protection. Already there are very less numbers of Indian bustard. Total there are only 200 left in the world. So that's why there are 10 sanctuaries, and these 10 sanctuaries work for the protection of the Indian bustard. But sadly, the number is still going down, and the growing population has pushed man away us from more than 90% of our region. More than 90% of region are destroyed of Indian bustard. The home of Indian bustard have destroyed 90%. And also there are some hunters. Who kills Indian bustard for the sake of fun. Just for the sake of fun, they kill Indian bustard. And few of them die because of the electric power lines. Now you all can see the electric power lines. When you will come out of your home, you can see the wires which are there. If the birds will sit on that, due to the electric power lines, some few of them will die. Why they will die? Because while flying, the Indian bustard cannot see that electric power line, and it causes to the death. Now it tells us that it needs our support and love in order to survive. Now it tells us, whoever are reading this or listening this, the Indian bustard tells us to love Indian bustard. It tells that you all love me. I want your support. Why I want your support? Why is it telling to support? Because only few of them have lived. To protect that, to keep them safe, it tells us that please support us, love us. Can you help us? It is asking us a question. Can you help us? Look at the last paragraph of the lesson. You can write letters to your leaders and make an appeal to help us. Also, whoever is the leader of your state or a city, you can write a letter for protecting these birds. You can make my drawing and submit it to your teacher. Also, see here is the picture of Indian bustard, the drawing, and above that what it is written? Help us. Why it is written as help us? Because already they are very less in number, and this less in number they are telling to help us. Because if only 200 are remaining, even that 200 will die, then when we will see the Indian bustard? Only in pictures we can see now. So that's why it is telling us that you come to see us at the sanctuary. You come to see us at sanctuary, or else after few days or few years you will only see us in the picture. So this was the lesson of autobiography of a great Indian bustard. Thank you everyone for listening.